and I'll close the sales. Here we go. Okay, now it's live on YouTube, Rob. I don't know what was going on, but my Facebook wasn't allowing me to go live on Facebook. So anyway, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had an amazing week. We're going to be talking about money tonight, and how to obtain some high ticket sales and how to utilize the system, honestly, for anything. And the longer that I have the system, the more I see people having results with it. So one of the things, again, that I want to talk about is the fact of the high ticket sales, less people, more money. Who's down for that? I hope you guys are down for that. Because I know whenever I sit down and I want to work with someone, it's going to be for a high ticket. So anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 is honestly my minimum to work with someone and to show them the steps of how to get launched online. And there's a lot of people that talk about social media, but there's also a lot of stuff going behind the scenes with email marketing. Email marketing is one of my favorite ways to generate actual business and to websites and to digital products. And I've been doing that for many, many years now. So I'm not having to sit there and slave away and spend all my day on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And yes, I'm live on my YouTube now, but hey, I do this once a week and then this content stays, you know? So that's where I've always focused is how can I make the most money with the least amount of time? And this year I've really got it down pat, you know? And so there's that, there's the time, there's the freedom, and then there's the money element. So whenever you're looking at a home-based business, happen to be you're on here looking at GFF, you want to know obviously the longevity as well. So I've been doing this and helping people for 12 years. I've actually been an expert lead generator, and I've consulted for a lot of people in the online space. And they will actually come to me because of Get Fearless Freedom, because most of the time, the reason why they're failing is they simply don't have enough eyeballs to their website. They simply don't have enough prospects coming into their business, into their funnel, okay? So that is the reason why I have Get Fearless Freedom, and I've used this since 2019. And so I've actually used this system for many, many other opportunities. And so last year when we relaunched it in February of 2023, Rob and I recorded a pretty cool 7-minute video. And I was standing in front of a Lamborghini and I said, no, this is silly. I felt silly, like literally standing in front of these Lamborghinis, and these people were walking by us, you know, in Vegas, and I'm just like, all right, this is a good idea. So actually it took off, and it's been phenomenal. And so now we're actually putting together another 7-minute video, and these things take time, right? Raise your hand if you've ever tried to sit down and you know, just raise your hand in the chat and say, yeah, me. Have you ever sat down and tried to do a video for a business opportunity? Have you ever? Because it's quite, like, for 7 minutes to tell everybody what Get Fearless Freedom is in 7 minutes, it's pretty tricky. So we've actually redone this video in the past year. We've done it, probably this will be the 6th time. Okay. And it's because we have the 2000 level coming, and that's going to be coming this month, actually, not next week, but the week after. So it's getting exciting here. We're already getting upgrades. We're already getting people that were in at the 500. Hey, I want to get the 1,000. And then the people that are in 1,000 are already saying, hey, I want the 2,000 level. Because again, if you're going to be working with someone and meaning that you've taken the time to market it and resell it, you want to get paid for it, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight, is that you really don't have to do much except for advertise. Like, there is no training involved. I will have literally more modules back there. I have literally a mastermind coming up this week, Thursday, actually. I checked the date. Can't do it tomorrow. There's a conflict tomorrow with our bulldog, but she's actually getting surgery on her mouth. So I can't do it tomorrow, but Thursday. So see how you can have an actual, like, amazing business, and in like 1 or 2 hours a week, you can invite people to the Zoom, and then you can start, collecting those 1,000s and 2,000s. So anyway, so Lee raised his hand because he's like, yes, I want that kind of money. So once you get that flow down and once you get that process down, it's nothing more than getting those people to a Zoom, into your email list for me to email out, and then for me to call them back. So I'm closing sales all the time on the phone. And most people don't realize in the digital network marketing and of course, affiliate marketing space, that there's really not much to it except for making sure the person wants to just know, hey, can I do this? And are you going to be around for me? Like, those are the things that people are always wondering, are we going to be around? Well, you see us every single week. So that's not an issue, right? We're always here. I've had this for the system for 5 years, but you want to actually know the ifs, like, okay, if I do this, what kind of result will I have? So that's what we're going to be talking about this Thursday for June's mastermind. I want everybody to kind of get geared up and pumped up for, high ticket sales. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to have my son go over and do the presentation. Mom's talked enough, right, Rob? And I'm excited about this week because there's a lot of good things going on. And next week, and of course, the week that we launch. So I want everybody to be on the same page. So I'll have you take it away, Rob. And how you doing after your workout?
I'm doing really good.
Get all pumped up?
Uh, oh yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Every time, every time.
That's good.
Welcome everyone. Great to
Sandy.
have.
Oh, happy birthday, Sandy. That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so doing good, feeling good, and hopefully everyone is feeling good too as well. I always tell anyone that if they want to feel good, go to the gym. That's all I will tell them. You don't need to have any antidepressants, any of that stuff. Just hit the weights and you'll
Get to
get
the
that
gym.
adrenaline absolutely. So with this business actually has been able to give me that freedom. I'm 29 years old. So I am my mother's son and I've seen the pits, I've seen the heights, I've seen it all with working with her. Okay. And the thing is people always ask, Robert, who are you? What are you going to bring to the table tonight? And I always ask myself this, what are we all going to bring to the world? What are we going to help the world and the betterment of it? How are we going to better the world? And so what we have to understand is when we get online, we do the marketing online, okay? How can we figure out how to, take a hold of a system that's already there, and then how can we share it and make it an easy business for us? How can we be able to, post where we post and our market where we market? And that's where ultimately Give Fearless Freedom comes in. So that's why I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to go through the presentation. We're going to have a sign up party tonight, and it's going to be really, really good tonight. So, yeah, this is our Get Fearless Freedom Zoom overview, and we have a model here. Thanks to Gregory. He has a model here. He says, thank God it's Monday. And that's actually the truth because it's my favorite day, actually, because I get on here live in front of hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people and the reach that we have, tens of thousands throughout the years and everything. And actually be able to have, it's interesting. I've been out to Las Vegas. I was at walking down the strip one day, and a guy goes, Robert, is that you? I go, what? Huh? Rob, what? What are you talking about? He says, that's you. That's you online. I'm like, I don't even. Actually, I was like, oh, Brandon, it's you. Oh,
I remember
I
that.
was like literally mind blown. I was like, I'm not no famous guy. I'm someone that likes to just help people, make a living online. So I just thought that was really kind of pretty cool. But everyone works at different levels. And so that's why we want to make sure everyone has a fair playing ground here to get back to who invited you tonight. So if I invited you, you're going to get back to me. And we're going to show you how to actually sign up in real time tonight with your person that invited you as well. So you don't have to wait after the Zoom. You can be right on it and we'll walk you right through it. And so we have to ask you this question, how can we improve? How can we improve the online business industry? It's actually a large industry out there. But the thing is, it's just a lot of, different things that are like, lies, there's truth, there's intermixing of the both. And we have to make sure that we want to see how can we really bring the truth to the table. And so that's why we came out with a very simple model. And I want to ask in the comment zone here, type in number one, actually type in number 1,000. So type number two, or yeah, 1,000 for now. 1,000. If you would like where you had no team building and you earned $1,000 over and over and over again by simply one sale. That's awesome, right? I mean, I love seeing the comment zone blow up. I see it all the time. I see it coming in right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. But the thing is people get crazy. They're like, I'm getting nuts. Like the MLMs, the cryptos, the different programs out there. And the thing is they wanted something real, right? They wanted something that's not a network marketing program. And so my mom, she taught me, she says, Rob, you're going to market this business, but you're not going to hard close anyone. You're going to bring them to the information, and that's how it's going to be. That's their decision. And so that's why I got excited when I saw this business because I said, wait, inviting to Zooms, I get it's that simple. Literally inviting people to a Zoom overview for you, you don't have to explain this business. And we also have many tools that explain exactly what this is. And it's a simple advertising model. So you're asking probably yourself, well, Rob, I can't advertise. Well, like I said, can you get up? Can you stand up? Can you talk? Can you breathe? Do you have air in your lungs? Like the Jack from the Titanic, he says, I have air in my lungs and I'm grateful to be alive. And that is the truth. And people with that attitude actually, of course, in his case, but I'm talking in general, that's where our advertising model was. We wanted to keep it down to that humble, basic beginnings. And so we want to put this in here earnings disclaimer. Okay. Not a lot of people like throwing this out there, but this is something that we want to share and tell you guys this. So, with the earnings disclaimer of Get Fearless Freedom and its advertisers, sponsors, and affiliates, that you do understand that this is your own business, right? Everyone that's attended these Zooms, that's joined, it's their own individual business. You're not joining an MLM, you're not joining a team build, you're joining your own personal business. So you could have incredible success, you could also have a flop. It's all on you. I've seen people join in a year, do nothing. I've seen people join in an hour and do something. So it's all based on you. And that's the amazing part of leverage in this system. And of course, we have Fair Use of Act here and copyright and all that stuff through there. And of course, no distractions tonight because it's going to be really, really fun. And Mom, she's going to add her commentary and some fun vibes throughout the Zoom. I love her commentary as well. So grab that popcorn. It's going to be fun. So some sell the hope, right? They sell the hope out there, but we offer that solution. And that's what's really nice is we created a very easy business and we want to share the success stories that we've gotten with Get Fearless Freedom. So here we have some winner circles. These are people that are real. They are the ones that have attended here, invited to the Zooms, duplicated exactly what we teach. And these are people that are having these results. And so it's awesome to see leaders that have joined, people that are brand new newbies. This is what they're grabbing a hold of, and they're being able to follow what we give them. And then they have to implement it. And so that's what we've done here. This is awesome seeing everyone, join in. This person made that sale. And then we have our great buddy, Kevin. Kevin's a really good friend of mine, actually. He had multiple sales closed for him and his own marketing strategies that he's done to make this money across actually abroad with his wife in the Philippines. So that's so cool, right? I mean, we have members that are traveling across the world and they're making that money. I mean, I don't know about you husbands out there, but if you made $1,000 and your wife just found out and you're on vacation, is that going to be celebrated that night? I mean, let's get real, right, everyone? So we're gonna, this is where I love having and hearing these success stories. I have to make that joke. So we have incredible stuff going on. Mom's always posting it in our group. We have an incredible group, many, many thousands of people in it, and we have these results. We have 10K clubs, people that are just crushing it, and we have sponsorship rewards that they've won silver. Yes, you can actually win physical rewards by bringing in a lot of people into Get Fearless Freedom. It's just awesome to see these results and everyone winning in that. So just going through this, just showing you it. And then that's where lights, camera, action, just like a movie. The history of Get Fearless Freedom. We are a family of four. I have a sister, I have my mother on here, and then my amazing father, both incredible parents that taught us that entrepreneurship is actually in our blood. And it's a blessing. Everyone looks at a new thing, either a blessing or the opposite of that. And I found out in my DNA that I'm worthy. And I want to ask you, are you worthy? Type a number yes tonight. You got to really stick true to yourself tonight. Are you actually worthy in wanting to start an online business? That's going to be extremely easy. I want to see the comments because I love seeing comments. It's my favorite interaction. But truly, are you worthy? Because when I ask that question, and I've seen it from people, and they go, yes, and they fully, firmly believe that in a need, not a want, a need, that's when they truly make it easy and they tap into our automated income system at the Get Fearless Freedom Casino. We made it easy for you. Traffic, trading, and the techiness all taken care of. It's pretty awesome. Done for you business in a box. We created the program, the business, and the company owner. My mother, you're seeing right there, she's talking to people, closing people. She's a multitasker. Men, I can't multitask, right, men? We can't multitask. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
kidding.
like
I
getting
really
people on the Zoom and
genuinely can't.
everything. I'm
Yeah,
still
I
getting
can't.
people on the Zoom. Sorry, Rob.
Oh, awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
So
More
yeah,
just
she's
jumped on.
always jumping on. Welcome, welcome, new people. But you joined in at a good time. So you're learning about a done for you business in a box. And so that's why back in 2019, we wanted to, kick the ground running here and we wanted to get it off. And here we are in 2024. The thing is with in 2024, we wanted to see how can we make it easy to resell digital products and tools, but with an easy twist, right? You're always hearing about digital products and marketing, but you're trying to figure out, wait a minute, can I do that? That's the main question. See, that's the number one thing that comes up. And so that's why we made it extremely simple. We have this, back to the basics where, there's always been marketing. Actually, from the time you were born, you convinced those nurses and doctors and your parents that you were the cutest baby on the planet. And that's the thing, is there's always been marketing. You grew up as a marketer. We've always been a marketer. And some people have tapped into that more. Mom said, hey, everyone's actually a marketer. I'm like, wait, that's actually true because people are always trying to grasp and hold on to things that are going to gain in their benefit. It's actually in the human nature's DNA. So how can we take apart and grab that attention in 2024, right? How can we take up these digital products and make it easy to grab attention? So the revolution of marketing has really reached new heights. You're going to see things like the social media, TikToks, Snapchats, the X, the Twitters, the YouTubes, right? But the thing is they don't teach you about lead generation. They tell you about this product and how much money you can make, but they don't teach you about the true actual products that are going to give those results. And so during the gold rush revolution, and the gold rush, that's the thing, is the people that sold those picks, those shovels, the tents, the blue jeans, all were making a nice profit. Yes, you could just hear it. Jim, he talked about, hey, I'm going out, Sally, to go get that gold out in California. And Sally's like, yeah, right. My husband's gonna get that. I can just hear it. Can we all hear that, right? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. And that's the truth. So the men that, had those picks and shovels, how can we do that in 2024? We're going to take a little time capsule back and we're going to see that these guys, they didn't look too happy. I mean, do I see a smile on their face? No. And I
No,
don't
they
think
look
it I think
miserable.
it was legal to smile even at this era, I
Yeah,
think.
it was illegal. Yeah.
So yeah, so there was a point in time where people thought, no, I'm going to be serious. But the the digital marketing importance in 2024 is immense, right? And you have to ask yourself, if we come back to your worthiness, right? That yes, those yeses you see in the comments, ask yourself if we simply could close your sales, set up your members, have done for you email marketing, done for you social media images, and we call back your leads. Yes, that means you don't talk to the people. Would this business be in for you? Type a number 2000 for the new 2000 level coming in soon. But I love to see the new 2000s. By the way, I love interaction. One of my favorite things. I like to talk. I go to karaoke events. I go to dancing, country night. I do like interaction, especially if it's the right vibe. And you guys seem to be really, really awesome tonight. So thank you for your interaction. Love it. So yeah, that's where we give you the ads, right? Very, very simple ads. Look at these eye-catching ads. Yes, these are ads that we give you. We have documents that has that all those Google Drive photos in our groups and everything. You're going to see ads like this that are given to you when you join, and you're going to see obviously going to plug into ads. You're going to see even last week Zoom, we have different ads. Craigslist auto reply software. You're going to learn about that actually. Things like this over here. It's pretty cool. What
Had
we give
100
you,
leads over the weekend with an offline ad. I have 100.
right?
It's
And just to give
insane.
you an example that my mom used, one's ads like these, the one
Yep.
actually the Titanic one, just to let you know, Fiverr, which is a great company, they will charge you for anywhere from $50 to $100 per ad.
Yep.
So the cost of marketing to get what you're talking about, you heard the good news, now you want to share the good news. When you get into a business, this is what you're seeing here is that's what's included. So it's pretty cool. You get to get, part of that. So we want to make sure that the customer is the hero of the story. And that was a good one, Anne. Thank you for that. And that's why we want to make sure you guys get plugged and played and see the automation that this system provides. From simply cold to sold, we close your sales, email portal, and callback team. That's awesome, but show us the money, Rob. Hey, that's awesome. I'm seeing this. What about the money part? And so soon to be, that's why the elevator is going up there. That escalator, I meant, is going up to that 2000 level coming in soon, coming in hot. That's where the bag is going to pop. But so thus far, we have this basic awesome comp plan. Okay. It's actually 100% commissions. So that's where you're going to learn about how the callback process does work, and you're going to see the percentage taken out of that. But it's also, you're going to see it based on everything else here, very simple basic comp plan here, the 200, 500, and $1,000. We have a peer-to-peer, member-to-member payment system. So when you join Get Fearless Freedom, you're going to see this. So many people I have actually on here that I invited as well. So you're going to see this next process on how when you get your system, this is how you're going to fill it out. But GFF never takes in the money. That's awesome. So, when Ray makes a sale, I don't take it in and, hey, how are you, Ray? And then give it back. It's a peer-to-peer payment system. And that's how it's cool. Or Jennifer, John, or Joe, whoever is on here, that's how it works. And it's a peer-to-peer payment system. It's pretty cool. So it's a one-click setup. And this is how it looks. You're going to get this payment page as soon as you log into your Fearless Freedom account. This is a preview of the Get Fearless Freedom account. But you're going to see, you're going to click on example. You're going to simply paste it. You don't have to fill it out right away, but you are going to paste it in there. And then you click submit payment options. So you filled it out, you click payment options right there. And then you don't click off this page. This is very important. You just click continue because you're telling the system, hey, I want to proceed forward. Yes, that's how I'm going to get paid. And look, you get a one-click funnel. It's that simple. And that one-click funnel can connect into our done for you emailing system or connect into a domain of your choice, however it is. It's pretty awesome. But that one-click funnel, just like that, is ready to go to market Get Fearless Freedom. We perfected the sales funnel. And so that's why we bring ourselves back to this right here. This is actually the GFF Classic Sales Funnel. We're bringing in awareness, discovery, that evaluation. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Is this really for me? That intent. Here we are, ready on that sales page. And then that purchase. It's that simple. And so we made a very simple, basic thing where it's capturing emails and you're making that money. And you're going to learn we've actually done something revolutionary, guys, revolutionary in the email marketing space. I'm going to touch on this a little bit more tonight because we have a credit good audience. They want to learn lightly about it, but this is something revolutionary and it's definitely something hot that you're going to see. The truth is when we talked about how Get Fearless Freedom, right, can work for any business. That's correct. However, what's going on is you're going to see a lot of duplicated pages out there, right? You're going to see these capture pages that are for a health product or for a crypto opportunity. But the thing is they're literally duplicated. There's no uniqueness. There's no personality behind the capture page, meaning the fishnet to capture your leads. And so the vendors that are out there or the social media posts that, traffic's going to that organically, over time, they won't accept it. Your audience will think, wait a minute, Brad Pitt, you came out with the same movie? Will Smith, you just came out with Bad Boys again, and it's the exact same plot. People are going to get a little bit not impressed, right? They're not going to jump on the offer. So what we've seen is we've seen this. This is what we see. Mom and I, she's about to talk here. But this right here, I was like, this, I even jumped in the space 7 years ago. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in 7 years. I even saw this and I'm like, Mom, here she goes. She's going to talk about this. This is,
Yeah, these are pages that my vendors would actually turn away. So if you have any of these pages and you're wondering why you're not getting any opt-ins, it's because it just literally it doesn't jazz anybody anymore. They literally want the knowledge. They want, okay, what's it gonna do for me? And so when we launched the software, I said to my programmer, I says, listen, I've talked to so many solo ad vendors, so many, like hundreds of them, okay, in the past 12 years. And I didn't even know what a solo ad was before when I first came online. All it is that you're essentially renting another person's list. Well, if you're going to give them a page like this, and Kevin and Albert and a lot of other, top income earners and marketers on here will know that if you give a solo ad vendor a page like this, a website like this, you're going to get maybe 12, maybe 17, 20% opt-in rate tops. Kevin just posted in the Facebook group today, or actually in one of our private chats that we have, that he had a 62% opt-in rate. That means 62 people out of 100 visited his site and now is on his list to get my follow-up emails. Does that make sense to everybody tonight? Like, you literally, all you have to do is market a capture page, and then the rest of it, the system does it for you. Like, I literally will test it right here. How many people got the email tonight? Put in email, like to get here to the Zoom, for example. It's literally that easy. And it's that simple. So we wanted the pages to actually convert very, very high. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here tonight. Think about it. If you
that's
didn't
true.
go to someone's website and opt in and get an email tonight, you wouldn't be here tonight to learn some of these top income earning strategies. And a lot of people don't realize that some of the popular programs, they're all using my capture pages to redirect to the other presentations. So Rob and I decided years ago that being in the picks and the shovels business is way more lucrative than being in the actual business opportunity of the month or business opportunity of the day. You know what I mean? Like we've had this for 5 years and we've taught so many people how to use these pages, and that's the reason why we have become known as expert lead generators and
Yep.
in the internet marketing space. And so I have 2 and 3 actual solo ad vendors that are Get Fearless Freedom members because they're like, Tammy, your page, wow, how did you get that opt-in rate? Like, they're like, that's insane. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, I know capture pages. Like, I studied that probably 6, 7 years ago because I couldn't figure out why am I running these ads and I'm not getting anybody to opt in. It's because of those pages and the way they look. They
Yep.
looked horrible. Like someone just dug it up out of a basement. You know what I mean? So anytime it looks like, okay, so you got like 3 to 6 seconds to catch someone's attention, 3 to 6 seconds, just like a billboard, like you're driving down the road, which we don't see billboards much anymore. But like in an actual solo ad send, you got 3 to 6 seconds to catch that person's attention. And if it looks something like that, like it's just, created out of whatever kind of a WordPress site,
Yeah.
you already know that the person's not going to opt in.
Yeah, basically what my mom's telling you is that when you see the like the templated like person working on a Windows computer or like the perfect Zoom image in the background and they're like professional people shaking hands and there's a capture page there. That doesn't work because people are actually really like I don't know, but with
Yep,
this,
send a lot more traffic to it.
right, the capture pages, if it's something very simple, they're like, you know what? It's just an email. Okay, I'll opt in, and they opt in, and
Yep.
then they're greeted by an incredible, obviously people have the flexibility to create bridge pages like this. We give 5. And so you can actually, make it look like, hey, I'm this, I have this photo here, I have a video introducing myself and all of that. And the cool thing is, with those features, can of course be used for any business capture lead. And then we give you the tools these top sponsors actually aren't sharing. So you may be on YouTube, you may be on Facebook watching this or replay or wherever we syndicate this video. The thing is they're just not telling you that. I mean, why would they? Like I said, gold rush, right? The people that found the gold, they're selfish people, right? They're
Yeah,
just
they'd
gonna
rather
hold.
just get all the sales themselves. So they'll
But the
rank
ones that were
videos.
happy-go-lucky were like, "Hey, I'm selling jeans over here," and they're like, "I don't care, right? I don't care if the gold was found because they're in their own lane, right?" And so
That's right.
that's where us right here, what we've done is we've created this amazing modern UI, but still basic, right? Still where it's easy to follow. And we have an easy campaign creator. So if you have another business or you want to use this for GFF campaigns, you can do that. And then we have these like capture pages people submit in. They're like, hey, Robert, look at this one. Hey, this one, for different businesses. So kind of neat on that. And then we have these levels and these spectacular, incredible levels. So this is my own personal account. Yes, my mom is my sponsor. Yep. And she told me, look, you're gonna buy into this one. I go, I'm your son. She goes, no, you're gonna work it off. You're gonna pay into it. And I was like, okay, sure. So I worked it off. I worked and paid into it. And just like you guys, and I was like, look, this is how we're gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna present this to people and say, hey, if I could do it, and I just, got in the industry 7 years ago, and again, this has been around for 5, and there's quite a story, obviously, with what I've gone through and how I've been able to help others, but it's pretty cool because like I loved seeing it at like 29. I was like, I've always related with older people. I actually have. Mom knows this. I have friends that are in their 40s and 50s and 60s. I had one late of 70s. She was awesome. Really great friend. God rest her soul. Really, really good lady. So I have friends of all ages. And like I state, is I can teach people at the low end, in their early 20s to all the way up because I want simplicity. I don't want something complicated. And that's why we created this. We had created these three, now almost four levels coming in, and you can upgrade any time. So you can just pay the difference. Now you're going to learn why the 1,000 is absolutely awesome. You're going to learn why that upgrade soon is going to be awesome too. But you're going to get the funnel builders, all these products as you're going up. By the way, the ladder, they are included. Okay. So it's not like, you bought one level, it's a la carte. There's no upsells. There's always, the ability at that level is what you get at that level. So we get that training, the community support, affiliate integration, this $500 level, one of my favorites, of course. The 1,000 is absolutely my favorite because I worked so hard with my mom creating that, and what we're doing on the 2,000 though, too. And the funnel builder, the training, the community support, and then this auto reply software. This is where, when we talked about softwares and being a tools and software company too, we wanted to really see how to expand this, how to expand these people out there that want to actually take their business next level. So that's why with here, I learned some facts. I was like, okay, post views per week. We're seeing on the weekend it goes up. And on that Monday, look, everyone's back at their job and they're like, I can't do this no more. What's on Craigslist, right? That's actually what happens. The visitors is insane. And of course, it's always based on where you target, where you post. It always is going to vary. But this is our auto reply software. So this is examples of people that have opted in. Hey, Rob, I want to know about your ad or whatever. We have Phoenix ads, we have San Diego, Las Vegas. People are going to learn about that because we have an incredible training video on this. This is all hands-free off the sponsor as well. So when you actually sponsor people, the training, the software, it's all in the back office. So you actually, even when I personally sponsor, I tour guide. But the good thing is you don't have to hold people's hand in this business. It's all there. It's right here. And so that's why we have cool opt-ins here. People like, hey, I want that groovy ad. I have different titles and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And then we have our bonus side gig hustle that we teach about. And this one's pretty cool. We just actually did some other things recently. That we don't talk about. It's just, our own stuff that we do. But these are some examples of the side gig hustles where in the bonus section, so when you join in tonight, you'll see it under the bonus section. There's a little area. And you're going to find a couple websites that we recommend. And those Pawn Stars, the Storage Wars, American Pickers, they're not going to tell you where to find that. They're not. I mean, if they told you that, they wouldn't have a TV show. However, with us, we found a couple amazing websites that actually you can go back and forth and actually do some arbitraging, and that's where it's at. It's basic stuff, but it's really helpful. And then we have the 1,000 level. This one's really hot, and soon I'm going to be like, you know what? 2,000 level is the best. It is really, but the 1,000 level here is pretty freaking incredible. We got everything that I just mentioned, and then we got this right here. So when we talk, like my mom and I, we go back and forth, kind of like I'm who is it? The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and she's the like female of the mic over in the corner, and we go back
Yeah,
and
there you
forth,
go.
right?
Yeah.
She takes the stage. I'm like, yeah, go for it, take the stage. So we go back and forth, but this is what's really cool. Mom actually includes a mastermind per month, and these masterminds are just epic. I mean, I can't even put words around it. What she teaches and what you get, with the mastermind. So, coming in tonight, people that are joining at the 1,000, you're going to get access to all those archived masterminds as well. New ones coming forward. You pay that $1,000 payment one time. And then, of course, you get other awesome stuff. We have access to information like YouTube extensions we found to literally take a YouTube channel that I have literally, I'm just going to give you an example. I have 60 subscribers. I have a couple people on here from my channel. Yes, they're on here and I don't have that many people. So we use that extension, we use that reach, the hashtags, etc to
Yep.
help those people.
It's the
So
reach.
that's cool. It's the reach. It's
Mhm.
definitely the reach, and
Yeah,
be
I don't
able to
need a
show
ton of
people.
subscribers to make money on YouTube. It's
No,
actually a myth. The YouTube channel I'm on right now has created millions of dollars in sales, and I only have like 2,500, 2,600 subscribers. It's the actual reach and the relevance of what I actually talk about and train. So we're in a very niche industry, right? And so like that's what I'm going to tell everybody on Thursday is we're going to be doing more YouTube videos, and you don't have to do your own YouTube videos. You can actually take this one that we're doing here tonight and put it over on your channel. That's what I've taught my son to do. So if your brand spanking new, you can literally start getting views, and you can literally start getting opt-ins and sales like almost immediately. Again, we can't state income claims because the results are based upon what you do, but I'm just saying that that's what I've done for years is YouTube videos about my home-based business. And I love it because it's like all of a sudden, wow, boom, $1,000 sale, will hit my Cash App, and I'm most of the time out with the family. And so that's what I want people to understand is that you can really monetize. You don't have to be slaving away over on these other social media places where you have to send back PMs all the time or you have to send them information. No, actually, you can put a video up just like this, drive them to the description and have them opt in. It's call to action, right? So I've been teaching people how to do this for years and years and years. And it's quite something because I don't know why, but a lot of success that people have is YouTube. So I don't know why they're not focusing and training on it, but that's what we do at the 1,000 level. So yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Pretty amazing. We have also like these awesome video modules that,
Mhm.
this is where I find is the number one thing ever is mental health in this country. So actually June is mental health awareness, actually, I believe too. We learn
It
and
is.
they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about other stuff,
Yeah, it's
but
actually
this is
men's
where
mental health
men's mental health, right?
awareness month for
And
Father's Day and for June. Yes, that's
yes.
what I've
And
heard.
so the mental health is personally something I've had to work on a lot. And because actually, my mom, you're thinking, well, gosh, I mean, doesn't the apple fall from the tree? And I'm like, well, you'd be amazed because mom said you're worthy of those $1,000 payments. I had to actually literally just go, you know what? I am worthy. I am worthy to get those thousand. And you guys are worthy. And people comment, yes, I'm worthy, but they don't really believe it. Like I said, I go back to the yes, that we, did this. So that's why tonight we're going to change this around. We're going to make warriors here, fierce lions. And that's why the 2000 level coming soon really is going to also change things. And getting in your feet into the door tonight at 1,000 level, you're going to really, really see why you can truly expand your horizons with the Get Fearless Freedom platform. And of course, the 2,000 level, it's pretty awesome. It's being coded right now. Got some code work going on, pretty cool stuff. And it's also great, right? This is all incredible, but we want to talk about automation. When we went back to the ease of the business, we want to make sure you guys understand how cool and how easy this automation process we've done. Okay. So you didn't have to get a programmer. You didn't have to pay, by the way, 45 grand in programming. And that's just a third of 1/8, I call it, of programming. It's insane, Mom, the stuff that we've paid out. But
Oh, I
anyway,
know. Yeah, yeah.
I
When
mean,
you
one funnel,
practice,
guys,
but
one funnel, $800.
I'm gonna give a tiny little hint. It's part of the 2,000 level that we're going to be doing. I actually want the product of the, like, literally, it's going to be mind blowing. Like, whenever I launch a new product, like, so many people have purchased the capture page system at the 200. So many people have purchased the Craigslist auto reply software. So many people have purchased this information because they want to learn how to drive traffic, right? Solo ads, lead generation, offline advertising. But the 2,000 level, I have a member that's helping me, do some training for the 2,000 level. It's going to be amazing. And it's
Yeah.
going to be actually easier than getting 1,000 sale, because there's been a lot of people waiting in the wings. They're like, when you get that 2,000 level out, let me know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and with the, tapping into what's here, we have this callback process, which is really cool. This callback team. No, it's not monkeys. It's not monkeys. But it's kind of cute. I like to add that, right?
I
But we
like
have
it.
this number here. This is the callback number, and you guys can take advantage of this at the 500 and 1,000 and then the 2,000 level. So you can take advantage of, getting a part of the Get Fearless callback process. And that's actually going to be found in tonight's email, the sponsor ID, or in past emails. So if you don't find it potentially tonight, it is in the email. And the cool thing is you can actually find, the sponsor's process of signing up tonight. You're going to get back to them. And then we always have to ask ourselves back, where closing those sales, setting up the members, done for you email marketing, social media, all that stuff's taken care of. And so tonight we're going to learn something that top sponsors don't want you to know. One last thing, right? And then quoting like how Apple is, right? One last thing. This is like really something, guys, you're gonna really want to be amazed by. Okay, so the email process of the follow-up. Oh, wow. This one actually was something that it was a really, really big, how can I put it? Thorn in every marketer's foot, actually, since the beginning of this year. And all the marketers out there were not telling you that. They were telling you, hey, do this, join this, do this, 1,000 a day, 900 a day, whatever, right? However, they have not perfected something that we've done. And it's the email follow-up system, but it's done right because there's been a ton of changes and they didn't ever tell you. Why would they, right? Why would they tell you that? And so what we've done is we've
They
included
want to keep all them
something
sales to themselves.
that's
Believe me,
that's
I
some
know, because I've been in this industry for 12 years. And unfortunately, if you're that naive and gullible that everybody is going to tell you everything, then I have some swamp land to sell you in Florida today. Because like I said, most of the sponsors I've ever had in the past, they would never actually teach me a lot of the stuff that you're learning for the first time tonight. They didn't teach
yep.
me about an actual, well, what do you mean about an email follow-up? Well, like I said, look at all the people that got the emails here tonight. If you're not following up with your actual prospects, then who is? I want to ask that here tonight. Who's doing it for you in the chat? If you want to put in the chat, if you're in another online opportunity, who's doing the follow-up for you? I'm waiting. It's crickets. Well, you are. Nobody's doing it for you, but I do it for you with GFF. I do the email follow-ups, just like tonight on the Zoom. We're having this nice private Zoom. And I also do the callbacks. And I'm about 10 out of 10. So for everyone that calls in on that number that you saw, like you saw me doing it last Thursday, I actually closed the sale. And I closed the sale for Lee, and so these are people that are brand newbies that don't really want to pick up the phone or email back or put in all these autoresponders for 30, 60, 90 days, because that's what a lot of people ask you to do, or figure it out on your own. And so that's why we're changing the game, because it used to frustrate me so bad when I'd have a sponsor and they didn't tell me, well, you need to follow up. The fortune's in the follow-up. I've got people that have joined me 5 years later. I have people that join me 5 minutes later after they see an actual email, right? So there you go. Ray just said it. Is it Ray? Ray's new onto the Zoom. It says no one but me, but Robert says Tammy, because Robert has the system. Robert Bundy, Dr. B, has the system. So he knows that I actually run traffic for him. He's in the co-op. He's actually in the offline co-op, and I'm following up with his leads. I mean, that's crazy. Like when I first got into, now I'm going to get on a rant, Rob, because when I got into my first online opportunity years ago, I didn't have anybody to do that. They just didn't want to do it. Okay. It's like they sold the $3,500 product to me. They sold the high ticket to me. They said, hey, come to a live event, come to all these events, and then upsell me all the time. And I wasn't getting any money until I sat my butt down and realized that, wow, the I have to connect the dots. I have to build an actual list. I have to build prospects. Otherwise, the website's just going to collect dust. It's going to be cobwebs. And then my husband's going to say, I told you so. It don't work. So I wanted to prove him wrong, which he believed that it was going to work because I'm just like, this is simple. So anyway, yeah. So that's literally done for you, the email marketing. And so Rob, he sees them. He makes sure that you're set up. He makes sure he has a done for you. He has a done for you service. And so you don't even have to learn how to set it up. Now, if you want to learn, hey, we want you to learn. It's just like me driving my Nissan Titan. I mean, I don't know how the engine works, but I know that it drives. You know, maybe someday I'll want to figure out how the engine works. But for right now, I'm just driving it. So it's the same thing with you guys and gals. If you want to learn it, if you want to learn how it works, then come on to the mastermind on Thursday and we'll show you exactly how it works. Otherwise, you're just connecting dot, 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 click, click, click. You're up and running, literally up and running within 10 to 15 minutes with this business opportunity. It's amazing. So yeah, it's right, Kevin. People are busy and they forget. They forget that, you know, oh, it's a Monday night. Oh, that's right. Hey, Tammy and Rob are going to be live at 8. So they forget, but we're always here. We have been here for a whole year. We're not going anywhere. And we just keep, you know, adding and making this better and better and better. So for me personally, I just love the system and made a ton of money with it. Let me tell you. So yes, follow up is key. So, okay. I
Yeah,
think
follow up.
we've definitely covered that tonight for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So part of this revolutionary thing that we've done is including into the 47 a month, which is literally a $10 to $15 value per month. The way we've done this new email system,
Yep.
where you actually get a professional email address that's included. So when you do email marketing, they made a change where you can't use Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail. You
No,
can't. You can't
you
use it
can't.
at all. And they're not going to teach you that, by the way. So in the email marketing follow-up, you can't just use a Gmail account to like look professional. You actually, you know, when you go to an AutoZone or O'Reilly's or a Ford dealership and you get an email, hey, thank you for your visit. How, rate us. I'm sure you guys have gotten that. Look in the header next time. You're going to see underneath it's going to say at admin no reply.com. That's a professional email address. We include something like that. That's a sender email address included. So it's pretty cool. And that's where the portal will also connect in here. The done for you emailings. My mom has this screen right here where she goes in and actually sends through the API that all your leads are protected in your own account and it connects to the talker. So it talks in the background while your leads are protected. It's pretty cool. And so that's why with email marketing, we perfected it. And now let's talk money again. So the money is a very, very one of my favorite things to talk about, actually, because it's a tool. That's what money is. It's a good tool. It's not to be worshipped or loved, but it's a tool. And so that tool can get you to places. A lot of people hate on it, right? But then they really need money at the end of the month. Huh, I guess it's like oxygen, right? So that's why it's a tool. We do need it. And so it's showtime for signups tonight. And we're going to help you guys get on board to who invited you tonight. Mom's going to share her screen. Mom, if you want to get that prepared to the sales page on how that is, you can clear out all your tabs. Mom works with a million tabs like me too. She's going to do that while I talk about this process as far as the levels go. So let's go. You're like, hey, Robert, I want to join you at the $500 level, right? There are people that want to do that. Okay. And there's people that want to join at the 200, 1,000. 1,000, of course, is always what I recommend because it's where you're going to learn. That's where you make the money on all those levels unlocked. So it finds the next qualified person at that level. So if you join in at the 200, you're like, I want a taste of this. The sales that are the 500 and the 1,000 are actually going to roll up to the person that invited you tonight. It's going to go way past you. However, I work something unique with the person that I sponsor, the person that I qualify, I'm an affiliate partner with. I always work it like, hey, if you're marketing, you're putting it out there and you get a $500 sale, I give you the option to upgrade or simply, split the profit on that, right? So there's always options with your personal sponsor that you join, and you're going to want to talk to them about that. But the $1,000, $33 a day, simply, divide it out. It's a very, very incredible business to get into, business in a box, done for you stuff, done for you. You see the company owners here. And that's where at that 1,000 level, you're going to see the referring partner. You're going to fill out your name, your email, make sure your email is not your username. Your username is going to be totally unique. And of course, it's going to see if it's taken or not. And then just your security question. And then mom's going to show this in real time what this is all about. But remember, we're following up, we're answering those questions. We have the APIs for these email autoresponders that you're going to connect in. We handle the customer service emails. And then you're going to probably want to know, what does that 47 include on that page? And we're going to explain more, but this is how this works. Is you get that affiliate position to retain that position, right? You're going to be able to resell GFF by having those server costs covered. Those unlimited capture pages, those actually cost money. Those are actually going to cost you anywhere else a lot of money because you're actually having it unlimited and you're able to make money, right? And so for $1.56 per day, very, very cheap. You're also getting that sales page. You're getting the 1-800 number included, the paid email domain included, a $10 to $15 value. The 1-800, that's a $25 per month, sometimes 50. I mean, it really varies on the time, right? The actual time on the air of the 1-800 number. The marketing images done for you. You're going to plug right into what we have, the access to 24/7 Get Fearless tools. So if it's 3 a.m. and you got an idea, like, I got to get on, I got to log in. I want to log in. I want to access what Tammy and Robert was talking about. You're going to be able to access that free and paid recorded in Zoom, the members area. Those weekly Zooms, you get to jump in. And by the way, these can be camaraderie for you. This can be fun. This can be where you're like, you know what, Mondays are going to be the time where I'm just going to chillax and maybe I don't want to work the business, but I just want to see what's new. And you guys can always be welcome in, and members and new members can come in on and join the fun. And of course, you want to join the fun by joining your personal sponsor tonight. And that's why joining and paying 47 a month, $1.56 per day to maintain all these incredible features. Very awesome. And of course, these are the sales. Yes, these are new screenshots. Okay. I have to always update this stuff. I have to recrop, re-edit, re-add. But these are insane results because the people that have gotten in, they are the ones that took action, right? Those are the ones that was able to do that and follow along. And mom, you can explain what this means because
Yeah, absolutely. Every time that you see one of these notifications coming into your email, it means that you've made a sale. So anytime you get notified, congrats, you just made a Get Fearless Freedom sale. It means that they've paid the company. And then the next step is to be paying you. And I agree with you, Chris Dennison. Actually, the email domains are a lot more than 15. I'm not sure where you're buying yours. I've gotten ones for like $5 a month. But yeah, over the year, that's definitely over $100.
yeah, it's
I'm
definitely
actually
increased.
It's definitely increased. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not charging any more per month for the emails. We actually put that before you joined back in and paid up again. This month. So last month, it wasn't March that we had no, it was April, I think, that we had come out with the email to where no one has to pay extra. So we have that included. And
And I
so
want to preface that email is only for Get Fearless
yeah,
marketing.
it's only for Get
That's
Fearless Freedom. Right.
yep.
I mean, if you're serious about the business and you want to resell the business, then
You're
why
reselling
not?
the
Why
best.
not actually use it for Get Fearless Freedom, right?
Yep.
But
That's
yeah,
what
those
it's
are the
used for.
notifications that you'll see and that you'll get when you refer someone over to Get Fearless Freedom. And so they just know that they've paid the 47 and the next step is actually paying you. Okay, so that's how that works. So it's sign up time. If anyone has any questions or anything like that for me before you get signed up, you can cancel at any time. There's an actual cancel button in the back office. If it's not for you and, you know, making money online is not for you, there's no obligation to stay. You know, that's the beautiful part. And you'll learn a lot when you are here and logging into your back office. We just added the May mastermind. And like I said, on Thursday, we'll have another mastermind. And I'm always sharing some of the stuff, the strategies that I do. I'm going to be talking about closing sales in Messenger. That's a huge one. I haven't covered that. I think I've trained on almost everything under the sun imaginable. I'm not too much on TikTok. The reason why I think it's just because I had the experience of my video channels being shut down. So, and they want to eliminate TikTok. So I'm really not a TikToker, even though I guess it's a good platform. So you won't ever see me talking about that. You'll see me talking about Facebook and Facebook groups. I'm going to be beefing this one up here, obviously, and I have a bunch of stuff in file sections, but mainly you're going to see this screen. When you go to the email where you got invited here to the Zoom here tonight, you're going to see an actual learn more button. You can listen to the 7-minute video again. You can look at my pages. This is what my results are. Actually, I have to update this. This is way over now. In 14 months since I've relaunched it. And I only do this maybe 1 or 2 hours a week. Like I'm not on the computer hardly at all. I order my traffic, I order my offline ads, and soon I'm going to be doing postcards. And we travel during the summer. So we have a very busy travel. We have Bella going to the dentist tomorrow. And, you know, like we're always doing something as a family. So the last thing I want to be is in front of my computer. Okay. So I don't answer any inboxes on Messenger anymore on Facebook. If you do want to get a hold of me personally, then you can email me, support@getfearlessfreedom.com. If you're a current member, support@getfearlessfreedom.com. Again, I'm very busy, and then the summertime is my favorite time of the year. So we're going to be getting tan and we're going to be going swimming, and we were swimming last night. So these are the things that I like doing during the summer. It's certainly not to sit and answer questions by Facebook Messenger. So again, that's why we train on Zoom on Thursdays.
Yeah, we train on Zooms, and also for
Mhm.
existing members is that this business is not hard. It's actually not meant to ever be made into a what is it called? An anthill into a mountain. It's extremely, we've made it where
Very easy.
it's literally the easiest thing once you do get plugged and played. So
Yep.
people that are newly joining it, you know, it's so simple. I mean, the simplicity is like literally what made Apple actually a multi-trillion dollar company. Okay.
True,
And so
true. Yeah, this phone right
they,
here, it's
right.
simple.
I mean, I will go back to the model of being what do they call it? You're a CEO, and then I'm the below that of this, because my vision for this is, why are people existing or new wanting to complicate something?
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
already
why,
done. But
right, it's
it's
done.
the age old, I want to reinvent the wheel. Hey, can I do it this way? Listen, there's multiple ways of advertising. There always has been, okay, ever since we were mortgage brokers.
True.
When we were mortgage brokers, we used to have to take out ads in the yellow pages, for example. But yet then there was other mortgage brokers up in Buffalo that were doing full-size billboards. So there's always that. There's always the, hey, let's get the, you know, marketing and advertising out. It doesn't matter what business opportunity you're in, you will have to advertise. Otherwise, go and read the ebook, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, because if you have a skill and if you're a dentist, doctor, chiropractor, it doesn't matter. A knee person, I just went to a knee specialist today, for example, he advertised. He advertised. See what I mean? So, but with this, it's very simple. You have a 200, 500, and you don't have to learn what's in the levels. You just plug in and you start immediately starting to advertise. And I was going to share my back office, Rob, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
like, real
Yeah,
quickly.
sure. That'd
Okay.
be awesome.
And then we're going to be jumping off in about 5 minutes because I actually have my own call back. So I have a
Right on.
gentleman that's joining here tonight. One second here. And the The back office is very comprehensive and it's very easy to understand. And so I even had to log in and learn it myself because I didn't program it. So I had to learn how it was working myself. So here's my back office, and the actual community masterminds at the 200 level, you'll get access to this tab, okay? And I think it's a really good idea to actually go through all of these if you can and you have the time. And again, this is education that you are paying for, so why not consume it? So this is one of the Zoom masterminds. This is how to create a Facebook event, like for the free, like the event. I've invited tons of people here tonight and I follow up with those people. Here's a traffic conversion. So a lot of times people always talk about lead generation, lead generation, lead generation, right? But are they talking about how to convert them into sales? I have a whole full hour and 23 minutes actually of a Zoom there. And then
That was really good.
it was a really good one. And then our programmer, this is actually, I was hoping he'd say email marketing masterclass because there's one right here. So like Chris Dennison and the people that just rejoined, I think you joined 3 years ago. So I have people that are like, okay, they joined and like, oh, I need this system again. So I'm back again, you know. But anyway, this one right here, if you listen to that one, it's amazing. We broke it down step by step, even though we didn't have to, because honestly, the email platform right here, I can't click it because it shows some of my personal account, but the email platform is so easy. You don't have to learn GoDaddy, none of that. Like our programmer did it like this, like instant. Like it was like, wow, it's done. So, but my done for you email portal will look different than everybody else's because again, who sends out the emails? Me. You don't have to, right? How many emails did everybody get tonight to come to the Zoom? Should be 2. I usually do one Sunday night and then Monday and then one right before the Zoom. So, and you can email your lists if you want. Hey, go for it. There's actually samples back here. You know, you can add up samples. You can put samples right here, email samples. See how many there are back here. This is one of my favorites, the offer of a lifetime. You know, we've all been burnt before. We've all been burnt in the past, right? A lot of crypto opportunities came out, like when crypto was real big. We've all been burnt out or burnt in the past. But what is so solid, and you know, it's just like we all want the solid business, right? But it's true. A lot of people will, you know, say, hey, you can make all this money, but they don't tell you the fundamentals and they don't show you some of the emotional response marketing methods, and I do. So on Thursday, I'm going to talk more about email marketing because email marketing is still king. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, I've gotten 100 leads onto my list. You can see my tab open up here, right here, real quickly. See all those emails? These are all these emails. These are all people coming into my funnel. Okay. I'm trying to scroll fast so you don't write down the emails, but these are actual emails from a co-op right now that I'm working with a group of 8 people. So I take groups of 8 people, some of them are on the Zoom here tonight, and I say, listen, let's run this co-op. So we're in a co-op for 3 weeks, and then we're all like, hey, what's going on today? And we actually post our own results too of other things that we're doing. So if you want to work closely with us, we have that availability. Again, it's your own business, but it's sometimes easier to have kind of a coach and someone to show and share what, you know, what they're doing, which I do. We also have a Telegram group for anyone that's a paid member. And if you're not in that Telegram group, Rob loves it. I love it because we can drop the images, like a new image. Like one week he dropped like 5 images. Like this week, I've had so many people responding just to my Facebook stories. They're just like, oh, I want more information. Send me the 7-minute video. So I send them my website, you know, it's that simple. I never explain anything. See, I think that was about it. I think we're pretty good. We're going to cover a lot.
Right.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
Chris, I'm talking about monthly. I'm not talking about, to try to correct me. I'm talking about monthly. I'm not talking about the full price. That's correct. But I was talking about monthly, is it can be up to 15, sometimes 5. There's entry prices. I know my stuff. You know your stuff too, but that's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about one, you know, like per year. No, no, absolutely not.
Well, and the
He,
benefit is he's pointing out the fact that we don't charge that. It
yeah,
comes
that's
to
what I was doing.
$47. It's actually
Yeah.
really worth it if you're in something else and they don't give live trainings or they don't have an expert lead generator. Like I said, my list is in the tens of thousands and I can actually market anything that I want online. I've just chosen to plant my flag here and teach people how to resell GFF. I've had a lot of actual
Yeah.
marketing leaders because they were like, wow, how did you get number 5 out of 30,000 people on a leaderboard? And I'm like, I have a list. What do you think? Like I didn't like put like all of a sudden something, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I didn't put something right on my Facebook wall and all of a sudden I had 130 people in the first month. It's not possible. Like if anyone thinks that it's possible, no, they're telling you they don't, they're not telling you they have a list.
Yeah, number one
You
thing
have
is
a list.
lead generation is the biggest issue
Yep.
that I've
That's the
found
number one problem.
because I mean you got the tools, you got the resources, but I meant the tools and software, but like the lead generation. So that's why when we talk about the traffic, like, we cover the techie, but the traffic part, that's kind of where, but yeah, like having that domain for the emails, like Mom was talking about, we saw a really big like hole in the cruise ship, right? We saw like inflatable, I meant, and like inflatable boat, right? And so that's what we were seeing. And then we were like, okay, we gotta correct this, even though it's not our own issue. It's like a thing that, Gmail and Google did. That was all. So that's why for new folks on tonight, that's why you don't have to worry about that. That's when we mentioned techie, that's why we made it, easy for that. But yeah, no, like
Don't
it's
have to
pretty
do anything
cool.
techie. There's nothing
Nope.
techie. When a person says I'm not techie, what they're really saying is that they don't know how to read and write. Because it's honestly, it's that easy. We have every single thing in the back office a step. Like if you can read
Yeah.
English, and unfortunately we don't have a Spanish yet. I'm not sure. We have to still talk to Fernand about that with the new launch, but we only have an
Mhm.
English speaking, opportunity here. But if you can read and then go through that step, complete it, and then move on to the next task, you can actually work online. That's how simple it is, honestly. Last thing I was going to share, because I promised a couple people on here. Hold on a second. 1 second. Man, I had a bunch of stuff going on with my window here. Hold on. This is the email you got right here. Why is that keep popping up? This is the email that you got. Okay, so these are all the members. I'm actually on a lot of people's lists. These are all the members, of ours. And so when you go back tonight, when you get off the Zoom for the next 5 people, we're gonna have a bonus, okay? And you'll also get to be on the live on Thursday, and we'll talk more if you guys enjoyed this tonight and love this automation. Again, we don't have to do these Zooms. We do these Zooms for the members, okay? I make sales all the time off of these Zooms. If I'm out swimming, it doesn't matter. If I'm driving down the road, it doesn't matter, because my system's working for me 24/7. But what you do here is you click the learn more button if you want to listen to a 7-minute video, see why it's put so many members in here, hundreds and hundreds of members since we've relaunched, okay? And then there's a Zoom, actually, it was pretty cool. We got a testimonial Zoom up there. We're going to have a new one. This whole website's going to be new by the end of the month. And then it's going to have the 4th level. Okay. And the 4th level, like I said, I'll talk a little bit more on Thursday. You got to be a member. Okay. Unfortunately, you got to be a member to learn about the 4th level. I can't say it when I'm on my live YouTube channel. I've had people actually try to reinvent and recreate some of my pages. I've had some people steal some of my ideas. So sorry, people, if you're not a member, I can't, risk the fact of leaking out what the level 4 is. Okay. So it's going to be called the Elite. And of course, you're going to be able to make $2,000 sales. So who's ready for 2,000? Christina, I really appreciate that. She's saying I'm a true mentor. I really do care about people's success. So I like the fact that we have the 50 to 60, people coming on each mastermind. And that way I can get to every single person's question. When I had a mentor, I didn't even know like if I could ask a question. Like I could type it
Right.
in there. I could type a question, Rob, remember? Rod Stinson. He was
Yeah,
actually,
I didn't like
but I
excuse me,
couldn't talk. So,
I didn't like the intimidation feeling. That's the thing I didn't personally like.
hmm.
Um, there's been people like super harsh with me, and I was like, okay. I mean, there's like sometimes there's like questions. There's not always a dumb question, but it's also kind of like it. Sometimes the way I learned, by the way, want people want to learn, as I actually Googled stuff. And it's really true because I started to Google stuff and then I saw that like when my mom started doing her system, she put all that information, in that back office. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, wait a minute, and so she had me go through it. And when I went through it, and then now I do setups. So I do full blown like hands-off setups with people if they want it. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's really cool. Like a very, we made it like that. But yeah, it's fun to have everyone get everyone on board, and we're gonna have like I said, the sign up party going on. Who's in on that tonight?
Yeah, I'll go
Because
ahead and go off of my
it's way
YouTube channel.
easier.